So good morning, my name is Olga Job. I'm a certified holistic health and lifestyle coach. I'm also an integrative nutrition health coach and a corporate wellness consultant. I'm the founder of Olga Job, Our Job is to Believe Health Coaching Services. And I'm also the vice president of Curaçao Wellness Destination Project with my business partner Rudolph DeWitt here in Curaçao. And one of our first projects is CI Retreats, which I'll talk a little bit about later. But my title today is Our Job is to Believe in Ourselves, and in our power, and in our body. So I want to share with you guys today my journey, my story, and just to inspire you guys that you guys can reach all of your goals. All right, so how many of you were here yesterday? Okay, so you guys know we talked a lot about meditation and all these different ways of relaxing. So I want to start my presentation today with a small meditation, which is basically just focusing the mind, focusing the body, and just focusing on breathing. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and close your eyes. If you have your cell phones, please put that on silent. And just focus on your body, on the chair. Focus how your feet is on the ground. I know we have a lot of noise outside, but be present with what you're hearing. And then in the count of 3, just breathe in. 1, 2, 3. And in the count of 3, breathe out. 1, 2, 3. And as you relax, just relax your shoulders. Breathe in again. And then breathe out. Just focus on this present moment, how it's smelling in the room, the temperature, noise. Just be present with what you are hearing, what you're sensing. And relax your shoulders. In the count of 3, go ahead and open your eyes when you're ready. Go ahead and open your eyes. Great. This is my intention for today, to help you be in this present moment. This present moment is where we have the most power. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, because tomorrow will be a now. So now is when you have the most power, to believe in yourself and to believe in your body and in your power. So that's my intentions for you guys today, to focus and remind you of who you are. How would it make you feel to tell you that you can be, do, or have anything you want in your life? How does that make you feel to know that you can reach your dreams? How does it feel like? Right? Great, right? Where in your body do you feel it? Your heart, right? So that's that presence that I want to remind you guys, that you are and you can be, do, or have anything you want in your life. I want to remind you that you can tap into your potential. You are a creator. You're here in this universe to create, to enjoy, and just to be who you are, which is love. You're a loving creature, each one of us, and we have to be reminded of that. And the only person's job to remind yourself is you. I'm here to help you believe in yourself again. And also just to be yourself. Just be yourself who you are. Be, free. Be healthy. Be happy. Even though certain things may be happening in your life, just focus on love and on happiness and on this present moment. So who am I? I'm originally from Curaçao, as I stated before. I moved to the United States about 15 years ago when I was 18, just to study and to learn more about business and in health. So I acquired a master's in business administration, which I went off and started a corporate job with a very famous insurance company. And I worked there for about 10 years. I was a supervisor. At one point, I was supervising about 120 people. And I was also a process analyst. So I understand the corporate world. I understand the stress that may be happening in your jobs right now. I also acquired my certification in integrative nutrition health coaching from the Institute for Integrative Nutrition, which is the world's largest nutrition school. And I combined basically my experience in business and in health to be here with you guys and to share more. I recently quit my job after a long time of planning, a long time of suffering, not just in my job, but in my health. I was constantly sick. I was overweight. So I'm here to share with you guys my story in hopes that you can believe in yourself again and that you can be encouraged to reach your dreams. Today I run my own health coaching practice. So basically what a health coach does is that we help the client implement the right behaviors so that they can go ahead and take action for whatever they want to achieve. So for example, a nutritionist gives you a diet and you would have to figure it out. But a health coach, what a health coach does is that we're with the client for an extended amount of time, and then during that time we help you to put together an action plan so that you can reach your goals. So basically changing your mindset so that you can achieve whatever that may be, if it's to lose weight, if it's to sleep better, if it's to have healthier relationships, any of that. So that's what a health coach does. I'm also involved in several wellness projects with my business partner Rudolph DeWitt for the islands, and I need your help. I need each one of you guys to make Curaçao again the next wellness mecca of the world. So basically, I'm not sure if you guys know about this story, but when Curaçao was first discovered, they dumped the sailors that had scurvy, which is a deficiency in vitamin C, scurbuik, this is how we call it in Dutch and in Papiamento. They dumped those that were sick on the island to die. And the sailors went on and discovered South America. When they passed back through the island, they noticed that all of those that they dumped were completely healed and aligned with who they were. So that just tells us that Curaçao has a great energy, it has healing powers. We have the fruits and vegetables we need to be healthy. And today, I want to encourage you guys to let's reclaim our heritage here in Curaçao. Let's be healthy in our minds, in our bodies, and make Curaçao again the next health and wellness mecca. Cool? Yes, awesome. All right, so I want to share my story with you guys. Some of you guys know me from a long time. My grandfather actually passed away at age 60. He weighed 365 pounds, and he died from diabetes. So at a very young age, I also suffered from being overweight because I ran in my family, but not just the outside. I was feeling depressed. I went through a really deep sugar addiction, basically almost like a drug addiction that I could not control myself. I remember buying a bunch of candies and hiding it under my bed, and then I would just go there when I felt just empty and sad. And it still makes me emotional at this time because I know a lot of you may be going through some pain, but I'm here to tell you that there's hope. And if I did it, you can do it too, okay? I remember seeing myself in the mirror and just hating myself. Like, you're not good enough, you're ugly. I was bullied in school. That was very, very hurtful for me. They called me ugly, they called me I'm not good enough. I was really tall when I was younger, so I couldn't handle it. I was just within myself. I started creating a lot of anger issues that just, I had unhealthy relationships and all of these things, I wasn't happy. I just was miserable. And from the outside, whatever, but I was not happy from the inside. For about 20 years, I tried many different diets. I did lose weight, but I would gain it back a few months after. So I was, one time somebody would see me super skinny and then they would see me overweight again. And I was skinny and overweight. So I tried different diets, which basically none of them worked. So I know if you're going through something, I understand your pain. I do. So here you can see from the outside how I changed, but most importantly, the inside changed. Today, I feel aligned, I feel connected, I'm grateful. I was able to finally quit my job after 2-3 years of planning to do this, what I'm doing full-time for you guys, with passion, with gratitude, with love. So not just from the outside it changed from the inside. And what did I do? One day I remember, I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I was like, okay, what do I have to do? I looked and I asked the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, whatever your divine is. I asked, what is it that I need to do? I can't do this anymore. I remember crying, like, I cannot, like, I want to. There is more than just diets. There is more than just working out. There's more than being skinny and looking good. There has to be something else. And that's when I started tapping into my spirituality. I started praying. I started meditating, doing yoga, connecting with nature. I started adding value. That's what I started doing. Okay, I understand, we have cakes and we have all of these things, but I started thinking about what can I add to my diet today that is derived by nature? What can I add today that helps me be in alignment with who I am? What can I add to feel secure? So I started talking to myself, and I started answering myself, well, Olga, what is it that you need right now to feel energy? Well, let's do some smoothie, let's add some more vegetables. And I started connecting with myself. And that's what I want to encourage you guys today, to focus on who you are, to focus on what is good for you. And we'll talk more about bio-individuality, but bio-individuality means a person's food might be somebody else's poison. So everybody is different. A lot of the diets tell you, you should not be eating this and this and this, but everybody is different. Everybody has a different gender, everybody has a different age, a different background, a different blood type. So what's my approach as a holistic health coach? First up is being mindful. So mindfulness means being aware, being conscious of where your mindset is. And the best way of doing that is to focus on your feelings. Your feelings, your emotions, is your guidance system that tells you what you're thinking. So if you're feeling unease and you're feeling sad and you're feeling depressed, it's because you're thinking negative. But if you're feeling good, you're probably thinking, things are going well, I can do well. So being mindful is being conscious, asking yourself every hour, every half an hour, whenever you can, whenever you remember, ask yourself, where am I on the emotional balance scale? Okay, that's being mindful. Also add value, not just in your food, but add value in your relationship, add value in your career. If you're not in a career that you love, how can you add value in your career so that you can start loving it? Because when you start loving what you're doing, then the doors open. Then things come to you, not when you're sad or depressed. And that's what I did. I started loving my job. I started loving what I was doing. I was grateful for what I was doing. And then all of a sudden, all of these things, these opportunities started coming. I went back to school, blah, blah, blah. All of these things, and look where I'm at today. So everything is possible. You can do that too. You can reach your dreams. Bio-individuality. I spoke about this previously. Somebody's food might be someone else's poison. So the best way to connect and understand this is to ask yourself, how do you feel after eating pasta? If it's making you bloated, then it's not good for you. But if you're eating, like, let's say a broccoli or an apple and you feel energized, well, do more of that. Focus on the feelings, because nowadays we're only focusing on how food tastes like, but we should be focusing on how it makes you feel. Because that's the reason why we eat. We eat to feel fuel. We eat to be energized. And we should be connected more with that. So ask yourself that question. Also, primary and secondary foods. Primary food means anything that is basically not foods that fulfills you. For example, if you have any imbalances in your relationships, if it's a partner relationship or a friend's relationship, your body is not going to be able to heal correctly. Your body is not going to be able to absorb the nutrients that you're giving. So those are the primary foods that we should really be focusing on. Also, how fulfilled are you in your career? Are you happy? If not, what can you do to be happy in your career? Also, spiritual awareness. How connected are you with your spirituality? Whatever religion that may be for you. Everybody is different. I respect everything, all of you guys, but how connected are you with what you do? Do more of that. Connect more with that, because that's primary. That's the mindset. That's number one, and I'll talk about it in a little bit in details. But secondary foods is really the foods, and I'm not saying that foods is not important. I'm just saying that the primary food is your mindset, how you have balance in all these other areas, and then when you're happier in those areas, you are able to make better decisions as far as foods that you can add. So if you're happier, you're going to make a better choice to have an apple. Or if you are unhappy, you might be, like I did, go to sugar to numb yourself, So knowing what primary and secondary foods is what I approach with my clients. Believe in yourself, the power of the mind. How many of you have heard about the law of attraction? Law of attraction? Yes? Okay. All right, so we have law of gravity. Do you guys know what law of gravity is? If I drop this, what is going to happen? It's a law. We don't see it, but it happens, right? The same thing we have with law of attraction, which states that when you put out positive things come to you. It's a law. Same thing with negativity. If you're negative and you're putting out negative thoughts or negative emotion or envy or jealousy or all of these things, then these things come to you. You're doing it to yourself. When you're looking from the outside, you're doing it to yourself. It's bringing it to you. So when you're positive, more positive things come to you. When you're negative, negative things come to you. The placebo effect. So the placebo effect was a study, a double-blind study that they did with people that had several diseases, headaches, or issues. And they gave them fake pills when they didn't know it was fake. And they thought it was the real drug. Okay. And a whopping up to 80% of them got healed by themselves because they thought the fake pill was a real pill. So what does that tell you? The mind. Exactly. So powerful. Correct. So powerful. So we have that power. Whatever we believe, and that's why I created this title. Our job is to believe, because it starts with us. I want to share this study of Dr. Emoto. Dr. Emoto is a Japanese doctor that did a study of water. So basically, he had a group of bottle of waters. A few groups, he sent positive vibration, positive energy. He sent love to one, and then he sent thank you to another one, and then he froze it. Same thing with the negative. He sent envy, he sent negative energy, he sent I hate you, froze it, and then checked it under the microscope. These were the results. So, as you can see, the love is perfectly symmetrical, beautiful symmetry from the universe and from us, because we are part of the universe. Same thing with thank yous. How does the negative look like? Lack of symmetry, right? So what does this tell you? How much percentage water is our body? 70 to 90% water. So what does this tell you when you have negative thoughts? What are you doing to your body, to your cells, to your organs? Think about it. So it starts with being positive. Your body is listening. Believe in your power. It starts with you. You are energy. I want to share this quote from Albert Einstein that says, everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want. So basically, send out the feeling that you want as far as your dreams. You cannot help but get that reality. It's law. It can be no other way. This is not philosophy, guys. This is physics. It's science. It's not what I'm saying. This is proven. Okay? This is within each one of you. This is inside of a cell. What does this look like? The universe, correct, right. So we are the universe, and within each cell, we have electrons, we have nucleus, we have orbits, and this is energy. It's constantly moving. So we're vibrations. We're vibration that is constantly moving. Believe in your body. So as far as nutrition, Hippocrates gave us this quote that says, let thy food be thy medicine. And I want to also switch that and say, let thy medicine be thy food. We have over 270,000 herbs in this world that helps us heal. And that's one of the things that I started experimenting with. Different herbs, turmeric, and you name it, chaga mushroom, reishi. There's a bunch of different herbs out there that are amazing. I have feelings that I've never had before, guys. Feelings in my body that I'm like, oh my God. Oh, like, amazing feelings that yeah, amazing that we have these. These are gifts from the universe that we have out there. So when we start adding the fruits, the vegetables, the nuts, I know not everybody can eat nuts, but it goes back to being or focusing on bio-individuality, which is, well, if nuts is good for you, then have more of that. Our body needs fat. Sometimes that's the reason why we crave, fatty foods or, pasticcio or whatever that is, because our body is asking for fat. But we should really be giving or thinking about fats that are good for the body, like omega fatty acid, omega-3s, omega-6 from nuts, from chia seeds, from olive oil, and all that stuff. So it's again focusing on adding value. How can you add to your plate and to your life things that are derived from nature? Also super herbs, which I talked about. And you also have grains. We have a lot of grains that we are not aware of. I know there's quinoa a lot on the island, but there's a lot of other grains that have a lot of protein that we don't know of, like millet. There's amaranth. Millet is from Africa, has a lot of protein. We have amaranth, we have buckwheat, you name it. There is a list of great grains that we can eat. Rice is one of them. Brown rice is naturally gluten-free. But there is a lot of grains out there that we should be experimenting more with as well. So exercise. I want to do a quick exercise. I know we're squeezed in here, and thank you guys all for coming. Those outside, I see you. Okay, so the exercise that I want to do with you guys is go ahead and put your hands up. Feel good about yourself. Say, hey! Hey! Woo! Woo! I can do it! I can do it! Yes! Yes! And then move like this. Woo! Yes, yes, woo! Yes, awesome. Clap, clap, clap. Woo! Woo! Awesome. So how do you feel now? Awesome, right? Awesome. And that's the reason we have to exercise. That's the reason we have to move our energy. Like I showed, we are energy within the cell. It's important to move that energy because it is moving. We are moving. So when we're moving, when we're doing these things, our spirit lifts up. Our body can start functioning. The broccoli can be better absorbed. Its circulation starts increasing. All of these things. So whatever that may be for you, you don't have to be in the gym 1 hour. Whatever you like. If you like dancing, do more of that. Put some music, start washing dishes, do more of what you like. If you like walking, do more of that. If you like yoga, if you like relaxation, perfectly fine. Do more of that. Think about what can you add today that you can add to your fitness. Can you park a little bit further and walk, take the stairs instead of the elevators, all of these things, all right? So, great. So as I stated before, as the placebo effect states, our body heals by itself. So take time to listen to your body, take time to go within, because your body is going to tell you what it needs. It's going to tell you, like, if you're tired, you know you need to go to sleep. If you need to call this person, follow your instinct, because your body is more intelligent than any computer out there. So take time to focus on your inner self. Stress management, huge. So when you have stress in your life, the sympathetic nervous system is activated, which is basically the fight or flight response. That's natural in our bodies because if a bear is running after us, it activates and then we have to run away from the bear or the dog, right? So it's normal. But today, the sympathetic nervous system is constantly active. Because we're constantly stressed. How am I going to do this? Oh my God, I have this email. I have so many emails to review, this and that. So we're constantly activating the sympathetic nervous system. The only way, like Dr. Herbert Benson states, he's a professor from Harvard University, he called it the relaxation response. That states that during the relaxation response is when your body is able to heal. So when we relax, as we just did in the beginning, relaxing, breathing through the stomach, relaxing, that's when the parasympathetic nervous system is activated, which is only activated with rest and relaxation. And that's when your body is able to heal. That explains, because we're so stressed, why we have so many links with diseases. So it's important for you to take time during your lunch, if it's 2 minutes break, Go outside from your office or go to the bathroom, do some breathing, relax. Just get in tune with yourself because that is going to activate the parasympathetic nervous system. Okay? So being mindful. Another exercise I want to do with you guys. Think about anything that you want to become or any dreams that you have or something, a situation that you have in your life. Think about it at this time. Differentiate between if it's positive or if it's negative. If it's negative, how can you change it to positive? And I have this to help you focus. Same glass of water. One is half empty. I don't have enough. I hate my job. I'm fat. Things are not going well. Blah, blah, blah. Half empty, right? Negative. How can you change that to half full? I do have enough. I have people that love me. I can heal. Everything is possible. You see the difference? So how can you change it? That's being mindful. Being mindful as far as where you're at with your minds and your thoughts and how can you change it. Okay? All right, so I'll talk briefly about organic and conventional. We don't have a lot of time to go in a lot of detail, but I will be having a future workshops that I will be talking more about nutrition. But I do want to explain a little bit about what this is. Any of you know what organic is? Organic? Yes? Okay. So for those of you that don't know, organic means fruits, vegetables, produce, meat, products that do not have any pesticides added, insecticides, hormones, steroids, antibiotics. They don't have any of that added. Conventional does. Okay. So there is a lot of studies that shows that genetically modified food, which is the GMOs, that stands right here, genetically modified organism, their genes are modified, and there's a lot of studies that show a lot of problems, a lot of issues with the immune system, with infertility, that is caused by that. So it's important, if you can, to buy organic. Now there's different ways to determine how a fruit is organic or not. For example, here you can see the huge one is GMOs, the genetically modified, and the regular one here is organic. But sometimes this is misleading because sometimes it looks like this and it's not organic. So one of the ways you can find out how it is organic is by looking at the PLU number. It's a price lookup number on the fruit. And if it's organic, it usually starts with a 9 and it has 5 digits. And if it's conventional, it usually starts with a 4. So that's one way to determine that. But going back to the Curaçao story, we have space here, guys. We have space to start planting. It starts with each one of you to start planting, to start giving our soil again what it needs. To plant that seed, not just with nature, with yourself. Plant that seed in your heart of what you want to become. Plant it, because if you keep giving it water, eventually it's going to grow. All right, so here you can see the organic versus GMO. Even the squirrel here chose organic versus GMO. So by instinct, the animal knows which one, which one to eat. Which one of these do you guys think is organic or conventional? I mean, organic. Which one is organic? The second one. It looks real, looks like it looks too yellow. But again, don't go by this, because sometimes this can be organic. But in this image, the organic one is this one. Banana. Which one do you guys think is organic? Right or left? Right. Organic is right. Correct. So when we eat fresh foods, that's when our body's able to absorb it. But if it's organic, eventually it's going to, change. So what can you do? Add value, as I stated. Add value. Think about adding. What can I add? Just focusing on adding, you're focusing on positive because you're focusing on abundance. And when you're focusing on abundance, by law of attraction, what do you get? Right. So, but when we think about like what I did, diets, I can't, lack, blah, 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 you get more lack. So when you think about adding value, think about it in all areas of your life: finances, relationship, career, health, you name it, sleep, whatever that may be for you. Think about, what can I add? What good thoughts can I add? What good word can I add? What good feelings can I add? First of all, after you define, what it is, ask yourself, what is it that you want? Define your goal. Do you want children? Do you want a relationship? Do you want a better career? What is it that you want? Because the how of how it comes to us, it's not our job, it's the universe's job, it's the God's job to determine how it's going to be. Our job is to put out there what we want. Okay, I want a great career, and then ask yourself, why is it that you want a great career? Because I want to feel okay. It's not it's the job that you want, but ultimately it's that makes you feel is what you want. So how does it make you feel to achieve it? Oops. How would it make you feel to achieve it? Third, what helps you to connect? We did this, right? That helps us to connect. What else for you helps you to connect? Seeing a baby maybe, or putting music, dancing, reading, writing. Writing is amazing. Writing is great for your neuropaths and all of that, for you to create. Writing is great. So you can write, you can read, any of that. So ask yourself what helps you to connect. Exercise is big too, because your hormones starts balancing and all these things. You guys saw how you felt, right? So yeah. So ask yourself what helps you to connect, and how can I add value? What can you add in nutrition and fitness? You can add an apple. You can add, it's okay if you had this, but what did you add today? Ask yourself, what did I add today? And then think about what you can do. Same thing with career and relationships. What can you add in your workplace today to help you feel better about it? What can you tell yourself every day before you go to work to help you feel good? Because that's what I did. I was really stressed for a long time, like I shared, and until I was happy, until I was okay, and I had to train my mind to be okay with it. Put good smells, put music in the background, do affirmations. Affirmations is really, really important, because you're telling yourself, it's declaring, I can do it. Everything is going to be okay. I am going to be happy. I am in the morning doing affirmations, declaring what you want out loud is absolutely amazing. So that's another exercise that I highly encourage you guys to do. Also, breathing techniques. Breathing techniques activates the parasympathetic nervous system, as we talked, which is where you have the most power, where your body can heal. So when the mind and body is connected, we're able to tap into the soul. And that's the new lifestyle that I'm here to teach you guys. And that's the same thing that you see on the logo. It's the body, which is the plants, food, nutrition, all that stuff. The mind, which is first, that's why it's on top, and then the soul on the side. So what's next? I did ask you guys for help as far as, spreading the word, what you learned here today, this weekend. Go ahead and spread the wealth, spread the health, teach others. Encourage other people, because positive vibration and positive thoughts are contagious. So it's up to each one of you guys. It's not just my job, it's all of your job to do that. So I do need you guys to do that and make yourself again, well as before. So we have a few projects that I have going on. Curaçao Wellness Destination Project, which is about education, sports, seminar, and health retreats that we will be doing in 2017. Our first project is PI Retreats. You can visit us at piretreats.com, where we will be bringing a lot of health and wellness experts to teach people about eating well, thinking well, exercising better, all of these things. But not just for you guys, for Curaçao. It's for tourism, to show people what we're doing in Curaçao, to reclaim our heritage, because we have an island that is beautiful, that is energized, that is magical, and it's up to us to do it again. I have my own health coaching practice. I do offer one-on-one coaching, but those are limited because I will focus more on retreats, on health seminars. I want to talk with big groups because I want to spread the wealth as best as I can. But I do offer one-on-one coaching. I do also offer VIP full exclusive day. If you're getting married or have an anniversary, I'll spend the day with you to talk and encourage you. We can go to the supermarket together and pantry makeovers. And I will be coming to Curaçao often, so I'll be 50% of my time here and then in the United States and back and forth every month, every few weeks of the month. So we can do that. And while I'm here, I will be offering workshops like these. In December, I will be organizing one, which I'll be talking about organics and how to eat healthier, how to make nutritious, healthy desserts made out of nuts, cashews, and almond milk, and all these things, and just enjoy it, because that's what I do. I still eat cakes and all these things, but it's a different type of cake. It's a cake made with almond milk, cashews, and super creative, so I want to teach you guys how to make that. Will also be offering free webinars. If you guys cannot afford any of these, I'm going to be offering free webinars, so please remember to sign up to my newsletter. I also started my blog, which I will be sharing more news on it as well. And I have also other services. You can visit me at olgachop.com. Let's do this again, guys. Woo! Yeah! Woo! Yeah, we can make it. Yes. Woo! We're healthy. Yes. Yes. Our job is to believe in ourselves, in our power, and in our body. I want to thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for putting yourself first, because if you're already here, and that's already a step. So let's celebrate that, because that is already a step towards reaching your dreams. I want to thank Ennia for organizing this. We're taping it. Everybody around the world say hi. Hi. And then show them love and just energy that we have, so that we can continue to show the world health, happiness, and just continue to spread this amazing, amazing energy of health and happiness that we have within each one of us. All right, thank you so much, guys. Thank you.